All right. Excuse me. Alrighty, chat. What is up, everyone? What up, Crispy, Banks, Pre, Grease, Isle, Crayfax, Beaver? How is everyone doing today? Boys, today. Boys. The plan is to, boys. You're disappointed in the title pun. You're disappointed in the title pun. You know what? I'm disappointed that you like the Mako V1 more than the Mako V4. No, I'm not. It's like a completely fair take. Pyro. What up, Jack? What up, Pyro? What up, Juice? I'm disappointed that no one is. I don't know, dude. Oh, Banks. I've almost gotten the combo that you sent me. I just need to smooth it out. And then I'm going to ask for another combo. You're going to be like my source of getting better at flipping, I think. Supposed to be collaborating with this guy in music, but he's going through a crisis. I'm just being here. I guess I'm ready to go. You just get, I mean, that's kind of how I've been with Can't Flip for Ship. I wonder if he still even wants to do that episode. So, it's been a little bit since I've done like an actual balisong stream. We have some pretty fun things to go over. I have a bag of steel washers. We have new clothing in the community that I want to talk about. There was like a specific Bally related thing that I wanted to talk about too, but I forget what it was. What the hell? Oh yeah, there is a new Kraken rehandle, I guess, kind of. Not really, but I didn't. Oh, do you have a 3D printer? I guess I did know that, Daisuko. But there's some stuff. And then also I'll leak something about blade bias, I guess. It's not good, but all that and more today in the stream. Fellowship knives are good looking. That's it. So true. Banks, you're literally not real. No, he is literally not real. What up, Zeep? I'm trying to have a balisong prototype by Blade West. Banks, no, I'm with Pyro now. You're not real. Banks is not real. Not real nor true. None of the above. I also might, I don't know. So I was sent steel washers to put in the Kuno, and I ordered some extra ones to maybe put in like the Prisma or maybe the Nemesis, I'm thinking. Steel washer upgrade on the Nemesis could go hard. But maybe I'll install the steel washers in the Kuno in this stream? Who knows? Should I make a balisong entirely out of titanium, parentheses, the first one ever, or balisong entirely out of aluminum, the first one ever? I mean, you could. I mean, like, if you make the hardware out of aluminum, you would technically be right. You have aluminum washers, aluminum bushings, aluminum blade, aluminum screws, aluminum handles. You could do it. Balisong entirely out of steel. So the Lucha? Forgot to respond to your Telegram message. Okay, I'm glad I wasn't just like ignored. I saw that you had seen it and I was like, he must be busy, right? I'm not gonna. He's got to be busy. He's not. Yeah. What up, Zilson? I want to see someone make a balisong out of rocks. Why? Hi, Fuzzy. Thought I was the only one who used Telegram. I only use Telegram to communicate with Will and Brandon. That is it. I use it for literally nothing else. It's just the portal to Will and Brandon. I don't message, and like sometimes Tay. Sometimes, but like not often. Telegram is the best messaging app out there, to be honest. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I just want you to like to show your work. You know, like, you know when English teachers say like justify your answer, I want a justified answer. I want to be so special someone downloads / messages me on a third-party application outside the norm. That's so true. No, these aren't TrueLink. These were sent to me by Remshi, and Remshi is the dude that's been spearheading like selling these, so there they are. Is that a Fi-Fine mic? It actually is, yeah. I literally got it. My family got like a pallet of like random tech for like, I want to say like $100. It was just filled with like really shitty Amazon stuff. And this was in there. And I thought it sounded better than my snowball. Cause I have a blue snowball like somewhere in a box underneath my bed behind there. I think this kind of sounded better. Plus it has volume control right on there. So I just use this instead. I'll take a mic in the little $100 tech package. Thinking of getting one from them. It's like $60. This mic that I'm using should be like 30. Not even. I think it's the K669. No, it didn't come with a boom arm. I had to buy the boom arm myself. Okay, sorry about that. I had to be tech support for a second. I like the snowball only because it looks like the Dicycle logo if I put little ears on it. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's the Fi-Fine K669B, and it is currently $30 on Amazon, and there's a $5 coupon. It's not a bad little mic, like, for what you get, I'll take it. I mean, it's not the best. Like, I obviously could have a lot better, and I plan on upgrading it. Hopefully this fall, but right now I think it works. I hate balisongs. You're in the wrong place, brother. Jack, I'm joking. I just want to make your jokes because you're funny and you call people idiots. Oh boy, you can't just call someone an idiot. That's not funny. It's you have to have like the sarcasm and the cadence and the everything else that Pyro has. Found a used winter knot for a little over 100. Honestly, not even that bad. Not even that bad. You remind me of Taylor Swift. That's the first time I've ever gotten that one. Dear God. We shot the B-roll for the Invictus. Ooh. Whipped out some cool new tricks. Brandon, have you been practicing a little bit? You've been doing a little bit of practicing? I show up to Ethan's streams to hang out with Chad. I forgot Ethan was even here. Thanks, Pyro. Love you too, man. Hey, I got to invite you on my podcast one of these days. I haven't been practicing. I just had some stuff cooking in the back of my mind. Oh, cool. What does the stream title mean? Remshi, you of all people should not be asking that question. How can Jack do it? Because Jack is funny. You have to be funny and charismatic and, like, it goes beyond just calling people stupid. I can't just call you stupid and everyone will laugh. The Kuno is machined wisely. It's a pun. Oh, that was the news that I wanted to talk about. Wow, I'm so stupid. Was the Kuno, which we should probably get into news because I've been streaming for 15 minutes now and I haven't even talked about anything. Oh my God, I'm such a good streamer. If I were to consume my balisong oil, am I okay or do I need to go to the hospital? If you've consumed too much, I would say go to the hospital. Who is Jack? Who is Jack? That's such a profound question. Who is Jack? Who, Jack? You've drank all the Bally oils you've ever owned, and this is why we get him. This is why we get him to present the oil award at the Bally Awards. There we go. That decision paid off just with that one sentence right there. And if he does it again next year, I'm going to quote that specific thing that he just said in chat. Who up Jack in the eyeless pyro? Stop talking. Stop talking. Daisuko, you need to stop talking. Why would you say it out loud? Because my brain just like, my brain's not here, man. My brain is somewhere else, okay? My brain is over in the other room. My brain just isn't reading ahead and thinking about the things. Prieg, don't ask a question involving consuming a Bally challenge. Impossible. Gone wrong. Gone sexual. Not clickbait. You should change your content into ASMR mukbang. Yes. Yes, I would like to formally announce, let's go golfing. Let's go golfing. I would like to formally announce my retirement from balisong content. And I will be getting into the mukbang space. Maybe go down the route of... What the fuck is his name? The avocado guy. I'll go down that route where I'm like, I just get really, 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 really sad and depressed about eating food. And people get to watch me just tank my health over the course of like a year. Simple stock goes so hard. Yes, okay, let's talk about news at some point. Yes, and then I'll blame my audience for making me turn to mukbang content. So Simple Stock, known for such beauties as the hat, the goose hat. You know the goose hat. Everyone knows the goose hat. It's great. We love the goose hat. Has released probably my favorite design of his so far. Simple Stock has a lot of good designs, don't get me wrong. But a lot of the time... Oh, for crying out loud. Hold on. All right, sorry about that, chat. I had to be tech support for my sister, whose laptop was telling her it was hacked, but it wasn't because she clicked like a allow pop-up thing that she shouldn't have, or her friend did or something. I don't know. Where was I? Oh yeah, Simple Stock. Simple Stock makes some really cool stuff. Like, these are all really, really cool, like, patterns and designs and everything. The problem is, I've never really cared about any of the designs that he's had, because I don't really care about the knives that they have. I like the goose, because the goose is a pretty cool design, and of course, like, honk, flip, repeat is funny. But, like, the Monarch, I don't care about the Monarch. The Mantis, I don't really care about the Mantis. Revenge of the Blades, not really my favorite. But he has released the Fencing Ferrets, which, if you aren't familiar with Machine-Wise, freaking... those are his two ferrets, Prisma and Seraph, I think they're named. And they have, I believe, a Seraph and a Sliff TV too. So, not only is this a Machine-Wise thing, but it's also Machine-Wise's pets, which is adorable, and it's also a Sliff TV too, which obviously I'm gonna love. I will be ordering one of these eventually. I'm not sure. I think when I next get paid, probably I'll order it, but fully embroidered, pretty cool. And then he also has t-shirts if you don't want to spend $58 or $59. Yeah, the design is by Haunted Toadstool, which Haunted Toadstool is just like a legend. Let's be real. Haunted Toadstool has done some amazing artwork for the community. And then there's also, like, this is 25 bucks for a shirt. It's not embroidered, it's printed, but you get a little more detail on it. It's pretty cool. I like it. And I will definitely be buying them. I wish there were sweaters. I don't like crew necks. Crew necks aren't my thing. But, like, I wish it was a hoodie. But, like, screw it. I guess I'll get a crew neck. Cool. I do also still want to get a custom from Simple Stock. Maybe do a custom run of, like, Marty merch or something. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. But yeah, that's super sick. Brought to you by the guy that people got mad at for making really long socks. Speaking of Machine-Wise, though, you might be wondering about the title of the stream, which is just a little bit weird if you don't know, like, what's been going on. That is because Remshi, last week or so, I want to say, has finally announced publicly, which I didn't think this was going to be, I didn't think this was going to be like a public announcement. I've known for a little while, but I didn't think it was going to be like a huge public thing, that the Kuno is going to be manufactured by Machine-Wise, which, if you needed another reason to buy a Kuno, now we have the manufacturing precision that Dalen is so well known for. Just right here. So it's not a Machine-Wise Bally, it's not anything like that, it's just being machined by Machine-Wise. So Remshi is essentially just like outsourcing the production to Machine-Wise. But that's still really cool because we get the benefits of Dalen's manufacturing process on the Kuno. Hopefully, I'm hoping this is going to involve it being just like way more precise. Not to say that it isn't already, but... And also hopefully a lower cost than the initial. I mean, the initial was like I think he initially said it was going to be like 600 bucks. Hopefully it results in it being just a little bit cheaper. So that's pretty cool. It's machined wisely. It's machined wisely because it's Machine-Wise. It's a pun. Like, laugh, smile for once in your life, chat. I don't know, man. What do you want from me? Listen, I have been staying up for the past, like, 3 days until like 5 a.m. playing Crab Champions, okay? And I got 2 of the hardest achievements in the game, so I'm not gonna be... You're not gonna hassle me. I do get it now. That's very funny. Have you thought of a career in comedy? I'm already a clown enough. My career is already comedy. Okay, anyways. Shameless Will Hirsch. Oh, yeah, that's a thing. I forgot about that. Machine-wise. Machine-wise Will Hirsch code. Is there, like, Brandon, is it like a specific percentage off? Or is it like, is it variable based on how much your cart is, or like what? How many percents off is it? That's what I'm saying. Also, wasn't there a drop today actually? 7% off the entire store. That's not bad. Ow, that landed on my lap. That really hurt. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Dude, let's go golfing. Also, I'm kind of mad I missed out on this. I hope he continues. Please, Dalen, please keep doing mismatch handles in official drops. Oh my gosh, I would buy one so quickly. Which I guess leads me into... I guess I can leak the blade bias thing. Because I do have some exciting news about blade bias. As of today, and it's not official yet, I still have to work with Ty to get everything complete, but it is looking, and I'm telling you guys because you're not going to go shout it to the rooftops, of course. I'm going to wait to do like a more official thing until I know everything is set in stone, but as of right now, it is looking like blade bias is going to fully fall under my control, and we will see... I think to say a significant decrease of Thai uploads would be an understatement. So, link should function as long as Dalen, Will, and I want it to. Nice. Nice. That's awesome, Brandon. I hope that helps your, like, the financials a little bit more. But yeah, like, I'll be honest, Thai... I'm surprised Ty's held on this long. Ty's been uploading about once a month on Blade Bias for way longer than I thought he was going to. But I just now finally got the message today where he was like, yo, I think I'm done. Which is sad. Like, what ballies did he keep? He kept his Krakens. He kept his Arctic, because I gave him that. I would have been mad if he sold that. His Medusa, his Cygnus, and his Nautilus, and I think he might have kept the Firefly. But it was going to happen eventually. That's just how Ty rolls. Ty gets into stuff, he gets out of stuff. I mean, before he did balisongs, he did video essays, and he got he got ridiculously popular off of video essays. I think he had a video essay hit like 200,000 views. But then he didn't want to do that, and then he moved on, and that's okay. I don't want to speak for him. I would expect that he keeps flipping on the side, and he'll probably come back eventually. Like, Ty is not someone who does something for over a year and then just quits it forever. But as of right now, it's looking like Blade Bias is going to become completely my channel that I have complete control over. Again, I still have to finalize everything with Ty, which is sad because, like, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right, you know? It doesn't feel right for Blade Bias to just be one person, but at the same time, it already kind of has been one person. I feel like I'd be disappointing people if I said that Ty wouldn't be uploading on it anymore. But at the same time, it's like, that's kind of hard how it's already been. So, like, you know. But why that's exciting is because not only do I have actually a lot more content to make, because I'm getting the Akuma Matata, I'm getting steel washers. I'm going to make a video about steel washers. I have a Prisma Pro on the way. I have a 5T on the way. Those both aren't mine. And I also have an Opus blade on the way to throw on the Slift T. So I actually have like a lot of content. But it also means I'm going to bring the podcast back. I'm not sure what it's going to look like. But because, like, again, I'm not the best at, like, doing one-on-one with people, but, like, I'm bringing the podcast back. Whether it's a rotating guest, Brandon, you volunteer as tribute. We could figure something out. I don't know if it's going to be a group of people. I don't know if it's going to be a rotating guest. I don't know if I'm going to get a partner and then still do guests like we were planning on doing when Ty was my partner. I'm not sure what it's going to look like, but rest assured, I am not going Matthias. I think it's Matthias. Thank you for the sub. If you're even here, we'll see. But yeah, rotating guests would be interesting, but I'm not looking to do a interview podcast, you know? Like if I did rotating guests, it would be rotating guests just as like a conversation partner, you know? So like Brandon and I talk about the news, and then the next week Pyro and I talk about the news, and then the next week like I have Brandon back on, and then we have Remshi on, and then we like talk about Remshi. You know what I mean? It doesn't need to be an interview podcast. We can still talk about things, obviously, but I want it to keep the same feel as before, but just with other people, you know? I would love to have you, Remshi. There were a lot of people that we were planning on having on the podcast, similar to when we had Brandon on. Like Will, Machine Wise, Grant, I think was supposed to come on at some point. And then we were lining up people like maybe like Paul from Damn Right I Got Knives, I think was interested. Tay Flipper. Like so many people, but we never really did it. So I'm going to bring back the podcast. Not sure what it's going to look like. And I will still obviously keep uploading on Blade Bias. I still love Blade Bias. I love making the double or the every other day uploads. I love doing that. That's not going to go anywhere. So don't worry. Blade Bias is not really going to change on my days. But I have to figure out something for Ty's days. Because the biggest problem that I'm facing is to have someone that is consistent is already tough. Like, oh, I would love for like Brandon to take over, but Brandon couldn't do it like terribly often. I don't want to add that to his workload, but it's also tough because like I'm not really, it's tough to share a channel that represents you so well and then share it with someone who you don't know. Like, the only reason I could do it with Ty was because Ty and I had really similar opinions on stuff. The last thing that I want to do is have someone on that just says, like, all this crazy stuff that I would never agree with in a million years. But maybe that would also be, like, the benefit of it, because you get, like, a radically different viewpoint. I guess I'm a bit hung up on how it would reflect back on me if I had someone on that said some stuff. I'm not saying like that would happen, but it's a worry that I have, you know? Yeah, Ty and I are literal lifelong friends. We, even on the stuff that we don't agree on, we're still like, yeah, like, that's your opinion, that's my opinion. Like, yeah, it's great. And I would stand behind him no matter what he said or got into or anything like that. But I don't think I could be the same ride or die with someone else. So I don't know. All that to say, that's just like a leak. Like, again, we're still figuring everything out. Things could change. Things could get fixed. Things could get worse. Like, I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go. But that's what it's looking like right now. Thank you all for the support. I'll keep you guys entertained, I swear, somehow. Most unique balisong? This. Kuno. But, Brandon, I want to get in a group call. Not a group call. I want to get a call with you one of these days. Because I have so many ideas bouncing around in my head, and I need someone to bounce off of to focus them. Because I've been doing a lot of thinking about... I'm not going to reveal any of my ideas because they're far enough away that I think someone could swoop in and steal them, and I don't really want that to happen. But I have been noticing... and I am a part of this problem, that getting into the balisong hobby is way too difficult. Not way too difficult, but it's difficult. And I have a lot of ideas on how to potentially make that better. Kind of. That's like, I don't really know how to explain it, but that's the gist of it. I think balisong community, I'm calling it balisong community onboarding, is like really cringe right now because there's no centralized place for people to get info from. And there's no outside... Yeah. Will and I have been talking about doing another how to get into balisongs video, like the Butterfly Knife 101 video we did in 2020, but updated. I have to be completely honest. I don't even think that's what I'm talking about. Like, as much as Bally Guide videos would help, I'm not talking about making videos on my channel. I'm talking about making... I don't want to say it because I know I have something here, but it's not focused. And I don't really know how to do it. But, like... I'm talking about more than just a content creator making a YouTube video, you know? Work with other Bally visionaries. That's what I'm going to do. And Pyro, I want you to be a part of that as well. Because I think you, even more than me, represent a really good way of... getting into the hobby because you like to cover a lot of cheaper stuff. You cover clones and cheap Amazon Ballies, and you have a lot of knowledge that would be insanely helpful on a project like that. And anyone else who is like a content creator or knows a lot about Ballies or anything like that, get in contact with me because I have ideas and I need help. There needs to be a living Bally guide that gets updated on a frequent basis, so it can't be a YouTube video. Now you're clicking into my wavelength, Remshi. Now you're clicking into my wavelength. Pangu, what's up? And this isn't even just like getting into the hobby. I have a few ideas. It's not ideas that I can execute on, but like if someone filled the role of what I'm thinking of, I think they would be really popular. I think that if someone could do it correctly, I couldn't do it correctly. I don't think anyone in the current community could do the style of content that I'm thinking of correctly. Maybe Pyro, but listen, Ty is less interested in balisongs than ever. I am more interested in balisongs than ever, but not like just straight up flipping. Actually, no, even just straight up flipping, because I've been genuinely just flipping my Slift T in my spare time, which like I normally don't do. It's going to be a passion project thing, I assume. Yeah, a passion like for the whole community. This is ever since I got into the community, I have thought about my way to leave an impact on it. And it's not like sure, I can run all of the award shows and Blade Bias and do all that I want. But like, I want that thing that someone looks at me and says, "Oh, that's the guy that revolutionized X," or "That's the guy that did Y," you know? This could be it. I'm hyping it up so much and it's just I'm sorry, I'm just excited. I need to not be excited. I was going to try to do a critical style ranking or recommendation guide that updated frequently. Remshi. Get in the truck. Get in the truck. Get in the truck, close the door, let's go. Get in the truck. You're on my wavelength, let's just say that. You're there. Because a lot of my ideas have been, I will say this, the reason that I started thinking about this is because I've been getting into IEMs. And I've been looking for IEMs, and there's just like the communication, not the communication. Pengu, you're not saying anything. It's not that I'm only paying attention to Remshi, it's that you haven't said anything. What was I saying? Oh yeah, getting into IEMs was just like wild because there's so many terms and things to understand that like no one explains well. And I was thinking, and I was like, is there something similar with balisongs? And then I realized that yeah, there is. And it's kind of like, it's partially my fault because I get a lot of people that ask me, oh, should I get this or should I get that? And I usually just ignore it because I'm tired of answering the same questions over and over. But the reason that we get the same questions over and over and over is that there's no good place to find answers to those questions. You know? I asked if you thought the Kraken inserts are good. Oh, I just missed that. Yeah, they're good. I don't know. Yeah. It's a Kraken. Whoop-de-doo. Someone earlier also asked if I have any ideas. Come here, my vids got... Congratulations, dude. Keep going. Someone earlier asked if I've ever found anything that surpassed my Kraken. Yeah, my Kraken's been surpassed, like, since I got my Empusa. My Kraken is far from my favorite Bally in my collection. I still love it because Damascus and Sentimental and all that, but like flipping wise, far from my favorite at this point. What do you think about the Madco? Do I even have to say it? Do I even have to say what I think about the Madco? Is that something that needs to be done right now? Do you think it's just a conventionally good flipper, the Kraken? Yeah, the Kraken is just a conventionally good flipper. But it's not a fun flipper. It's just good. Brandon's gonna like slaughter me where I stand for saying this, but it's the white bread. Yeah, there he goes. There he goes. He's already making fun of me, and I hadn't even said it. The Kraken is not fun. It isn't agile. It isn't light. It's just like good. It does what you need it to do at a very, very normal standard rate. The Kraken is the... Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of like a car equivalent. The Kraken is like your mid-size like hatchback or something. Like, it can do, yeah, the Honda Civic, I guess. Like, it can do pretty much everything. But it's not going to do any of those things amazingly. It can do everything, but doesn't excel at anything. Exactly, Pyro. Which, that's a good thing. Like, I make it seem like that's a bad thing. That is not a bad thing, especially if you're newer to the hobby and it's one of your only balisongs. If you could pick only one balisong, so many people would pick the Kraken, and it's completely fair. But that also means that once you get, once you are a good flipper, if you want that fun factor, you have to look elsewhere. You know what it is? Speaking of headphones, do any of you watch Dank Pods? Because the Kraken is the HD 600s. It's the referee. It's the thing that you compare to. It's not great at very much. Like, it's just balanced, and it isn't very fun, but, like, it does everything it needs to. It's the Herder 600s by Old Mate Sen. That's what it is. It's the referee. You don't get the extra bass. You don't get the extra treble. You just get a very flat line. And they're just reference. "99% of the hobby would easily be one of the best and most fun balisongs they've flipped." Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's why I'm trying to make a comparison to say, like, it's not a bad thing. Like, definitely don't take that as a bad thing. Because to most people, myself included, I loved the Kraken at one point. Like, it was amazing. It's just once you flip the Kraken enough, it's like, okay, I'm ready for something else, you know? It is the referee. And the Kraken is... It's the Mario of Smash Bros. Yeah. The Kraken also kind of is at the basis of what I'm sort of maybe thinking for this. I'm sorry, I keep going back to the idea that I have, even though I don't really have a solid idea. I just have, like, a concept. I'm just too excited about it. I'm sorry. Did you try a double scissor on the quad? I'm going to respectfully decline because I don't want it to break. I'd really like to hear your opinions on my Squiggle Kraken with the Bowie blade plus steel washers plus brass barrels. IMO is perfect neutral. Feel like the Tanto blade on the Squiggle Kraken was already fairly handle biased, but that is also because it had the spacers in, so... When you say Kraken, you know, we all mean Tanto, never the Bowie, or even worse, the Trainer. I say both of the live blades because both of the live blades are good enough to be like, okay, you just want like a flavor. I would agree with you in saying that the Tanto, like, if you look at it from an objective point of view, the Tanto is probably better and more overall, like, normal. But I don't think the Bowie is bad to be... There's bad enough to be taken out of the equation. But the Trainer, oh, absolutely, the Trainer is not a part of that. I actually just sent out the Squiggle Scales today. Sent them out. Have you tried the steel washers? So I haven't tried the steel washers. Unless you mean... Do you mean in the vault? Or not the vault. Do you mean the Kuno or just in general? Because I have them in my Slift T. And they're amazing in the Slift T. The problem is I've never used a Slift T that had brass washers, so I don't really know what to compare it to. The Kuno will be switched to steel washers, and I'll be able to give you a better opinion then. In fact, if I get really bored this stream, I might just install them on stream. Because it's like, it's a pretty simple process. You just take the thing apart and put it back together. Yeah, bronze washers. Sorry, not brass. You're right, Remshi. Someone mentioned the fidget fly and brass just got put in my head. I'm having so many problems with my Prisma V2 and I don't want to send it out. What problems are you having? Later, Pyro. Theoretically, steel washers should be compatible with anything that has the same dimension washers that are just bronze. Right? I think. I don't know. Oh, NRB used a different thickness. Well, that would be why. Oh, does that mean... Oh, I wouldn't be able to do the steel on my Nemesis then. Damn. That sucks. Do you have a Dream Valley you don't have yet? The Comb Blade Orion, but I technically own that. I'm just waiting for it to ship. Oh, that's another thing I get to make content on. Which... Let me just say, LDY is choking the bag lately. LDY, actually, that's a good topic. Let's talk about that. LDY is absolutely choking right now. Because they made a website, fucking finally. Everyone has been telling, no, we don't get answers. Like, I still don't know anything about the rumors. Nemesis also uses 0.16. Is that normal? Yeah, no, it's not. That sucks. But also, actually, Remshi, there was a manufacturing issue where he said if you put in 0.2 or whatever it is washers, it would fix it. Then again, I have gotten my Nemesis tuned. Whatever. We still don't know anything about the rumors. I'm not going to comment on those. But LDY finally made a website. Like, of all the easy things that they could have done is make a website. Because so many people are like, hey, how do I buy LDY? How do I buy LDY? I don't know how to buy LDY. I don't want to... A lot of people also don't want to DM them and buy from them on Instagram. Because it just feels kind of weird. And, like, I totally get that. So they finally make a fucking website. But it was on their story yesterday. It's not there anymore. They tell you not to order from it because they still want you to DM them on Instagram. And I'm like, so then what was the point of making the website? The whole point of the website was that so people could go on and see, hey, there's a silver one in stock. I'm going to add it to my cart. I'm going to buy it from the website instead of DMing him through Instagram, waiting 2 days for a response, and then, like, shadily cash apping him money. This could have fixed all their problems. They could have sold so much more. Can you link it? It's literally right there. It's literally right there. God, this is why the community is noob unfriendly, because I'm the way that I am. Here you go. There you go. But like, what's the point of having a website if you still have to DM them to order them? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. I don't get it. I don't get it. But then also, let's talk about this dude right here. Let's talk about this guy right here. The Orion. Best. I have no problem saying that this is one of the best bang for the buck balisongs out there. On the market currently. I am completely okay with saying that. Also on that list are things like the Prisma. But, so you guys know that for all this time, I have been chasing a comb balisong. And the Orion was finally it. And I've been waiting all this time for them to do a drop where instead of the trainer blade in the box, they have the comb blade in the box. Or even instead of the live blade, they have the comb blade. It just comes with it. Like, you just buy it. I'll give up one of the blades. That's fine. But they never do it. And the problem with the comb blade is that it's 38. I don't know why it's listed as 35 here, because I think ShopSuet might have it listed a bit lower or something. but it retails for $38. And then shipping from LDY is like 50 bucks. Not 50, it's $10, but then added on to the 40, it's like 50 bucks for the comb blade. And I know this because I put out that thing earlier that said, hey, does anyone have a comb blade? And someone who balisong, who I met at I met at Blade Show. Super cool dude. Love that dude. Where is his profile? What is his name? Balisong? Balisong. What is your name, brother? Do I have the wrong name? Am I stupid? Is it EU? I typed in EU, but he didn't come up. Oh, there he is. I just have to type it in exact. Okay, balisong. He messaged me, which I can't message. Of course, I can't message him back through that, so I have to look for his DM actually in my DMs. And he was like, I paid $48 for the comb blade. I'll charge the same price for it. And he was like, I was like, 50 from LDY, and he was like, yeah, 38 plus 10 shipping. Why are we paying $50 for an accessory like the blade? Don't get me wrong, I totally understand why it is expensive. But I'm frustrated because I'm going to have an Orion with 2 blades that I'm never going to use. I'm not going to use the live blade. I'm not going to use the trainer blade. I'm only going to use the comb blade. So the fact that I had to pay $50 for it rather than just getting a drop with the comb blade on it is like, if you buy that new, that's an $150 balisong, and the Orion just kind of loses all of its value proposition from that. So like, am I being a bit unfair and nitpicky? Yeah, kind of, but at the same time, it's also kind of annoying. Like, just put the comb blade in the box. The next Orion drop will have comb blades. How do you know that? How do you tell me how you know that? Don't tell me I just ranted for 10 minutes. There's no way I just ranted for 10 minutes and he's going to do exactly the thing I want him to do in the next drop. I mean, I'm fine with it because I have a secondhand Orion coming, and then with the price of the comb blade that I got one from Death's Flips that he had left over. I paid about like 110, so like about a new Orion. So pulling your leg, fuck you. It don't cost much less than that to make. I totally get it. Again, at the end of the day, I understand that it's expensive. I just like the fact that they don't have an option to include it in the box instead of one of the other blades, and they're selling it as like a $50 accessory is the crazy part to me. Because the thing that I'm most mad about is that I'm going to have a live blade and a trainer blade just sitting around doing nothing. Because I only want the Orion for the comb. That's all I want it for. Include it in the box, please. I will happily give up both of the blades for it. I'll pay $100 for a single blade. The Orion would still be a good value proposition if it didn't have the blade. I'll be honest. If you're DMing him, can't you just ask him to switch it out? Or no, I asked him if he would do that, and they were like, no. I asked the maker when they did comb blade drops, and he was like, yeah, we don't. Maybe in the future, though. And then I messaged LDY Wilzang, and he was like, no, you have to pay extra for the comb. Why? Just take the trainer blade. Take the live blade. I don't care. I'm sure the live blade's the most expensive thing in there. I don't care. Yeah, I tried it at Blade. I like it better than the Trainer Blade. I actually, if I remember correctly, I like it better than the Live Blade 2. Because it's ever so slightly more neutral, if I remember correctly. But I'll have to try it again. I'm going to make a whole video about the Orion again with the Live Blade on. And then I'm going to do another video about the comb when I get it. Which hopefully should be in the next, like, 2 weeks. I know Ty's waiting to ship because he is trying to sort out everyone's orders so we can ship them all at the same time. So it'll probably be like 2 weeks. He better not take too long on that, though, because he's got a lot of knives to ship out to people. What up, Sam? How you doing? Since LDY is in China, does it take regular China shipping or is it fast? Well, most of the time you're actually buying straight from like LDY Wilzang, which is based in US. My gosh. Wilzang is based in the US, so that should be like a week, like normal shipping. But I don't know. I've never bought an LDY product. Took apart my Cygnus, wasn't even that bad. Ties, I will say, people do have a reason to be kind of upset about the LDY not being able to be taken apart. Ty's Sirius V2, like way back when he first got it, was really difficult to take apart. I had to take it out. We had to take it out to my dad's pole barn, put it in a vise, I think, and then like both of us had to crank on a screwdriver to get it to break. Yo, he's got the new truck. That's so hype, dude. You didn't like the Cygnus? Really? I'm always a little surprised when someone says they flat out don't like the Cygnus. Because, like, I understand when people say it's not their thing. Like, that's fair. But when people say they just straight up don't like the Cygnus, I'm always like, damn. Damn, dude. Seems goofy. They're hard to take apart considering they come with a different blade. No, absolutely. It's the same thing with squid. It's like, if you want me to switch the weights out on the swordfish, then why did you red Loctite the weight screws? What do you want? What do you want from me? The Cygnus just has like an air of, wow, this does flip good. Even if it's not your thing. It's not like the Slift T. Like the Slift T, I fucking love the Slift T. But I can understand that other people wouldn't. Why is a Slift T 465? When did that happen? I'm glad I got mine for 415 when I did then. Thanks. Slift T greater than Cygnus by far? I would agree. It's just the Cygnus or the Slift T I know is just so much more. So much more. Subjective. Lasers? But my Slift T is lasered. No, it's not lasers. Purple blue fade with a tumbled exterior. There's my Slift T is lasered and it was still 415. And I think the full Slift T that he did that was lasered 2 weeks ago was only 435. Could it be a mistype? I might have to ask Dalen about that. Part of the Slift T's like part of the reason I love the Slift T so much is because it's a really good knife for $400. I don't really think I would praise the Slift T as much as I do. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still an amazing knife, but like, it would lose some of its luster to me if it was $100 more. If it was almost a $500 knife, would I have fallen in love with it? I probably wouldn't have even bought one. At that price, I might just want an Empusa. Well, an Empusa would be cheaper than that. No, the Empusa is like $350. No, $450. $450. Yeah. Slift T is still great. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's still a pretty good knife for $465, but I wouldn't have bought one if it was $465. So hopefully that's just a typo. I don't see any reason he would just like randomly up the price without saying anything. Unless he did say something in his latest post and I just missed it. No, I don't want machine embroidery Instagram. I want machine wise. Banks, what's up? Huh. Did you see the Squid Jelly V Matte? No, I haven't seen that yet. Yeah, laser isn't that much more, Kumi. It doesn't add anything. I'm just gonna go off that it's most likely a mistype. The only other thing I could think is that they raised the price now that Will and Brandon have that percentage code, but like that seems like a kind of scummy thing to do. Dalen wouldn't be the kind of guy to do that. What I should do, upcoming drop. A 465. What the hell? I'm gonna shoot Dalen a message. Dalen not the kind of guy to silently raise prices. You're right, Remshi. Are you going to do a blade bias video on the Prisma Pro? I am, actually. I have a Prisma Pro on the way. It should be here Monday, I think. Ted is sending me a really cool machine-wise package. What up, James? So I'll be doing a Prisma Pro, I would do a Prisma Pro first impressions video, Prisma Pro I spent a week with, and then Prisma Pro versus Prisma V1. I remember when the Prisma just came in a bag. Yeah, that's how I got my Prisma. Do you call the Prisma V2 the Prisma Pro? No, I call the Prisma Pro the Prisma Pro. Dalen says... I asked Dalen. I finally solved it, boys. I asked him a long time ago. Is it Prisma V2 or Prisma Pro? And he said, right now it's both. So, the confusion continues. But he said in the future it'll definitely be the Prisma Pro, so... Dalen is not a namer. Let's just say that. Here's my thing with the increasing the price in the Swift TV2 though, is that the Prisma V2 I think is a lower, like just based on what I know about like manufacturing and all that stuff, which is very little, so take what I say with a grain of salt. I feel like the profit margins on the Prisma V2 would be even lower than the Swift T. So I think if you were going to raise prices on anything, probably be the Prisma V2 or the Prisma Pro, sorry. But yeah, I'll be getting a Prisma Pro this week. Or next week, sorry, which is pretty cool. Hair's looking fire. Thanks, James. And I'll finally be able to spend some more time with it outside. I'm also getting a 5T, which if you don't know anything about me, the 5T is like my guilty pleasure. I know it's not good. I know it's not great, but like I still love it. I think it's amazing and I love it and it's great. Where'd you get money though? I didn't. I have someone called Ted Flips who enjoys watching other people flip his balisongs more than he does. So they're not mine. The Prisma Pro is not mine. The 5T is not mine. The Opus blade that I'm going to be getting is not mine. It's just like Ted is just sending it. Margins are generally lower on budget price things. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant. Because I shouldn't have said production, but like just business in general. Business in general, your budget options, you're kind of banking on more of them selling with a decreased profit margin. It's kind of the same thing that happened with the Quest 2 from Meta. Actually, sorry, Oculus. I refuse to call it the Meta Quest 2. The Oculus Quest 2, I believe they sold at like very near to a loss because they were expecting so many to sell and then software sales to make up for it. Have you ever considered pen spinning? I do pen spin, just not anything interesting. I do really basic stuff when I'm in school. They did sell a lot? Oh no, the Quest 2 was extraordinarily successful. Pen spin on stream? Again, no, because no one would be interested in the kind of... I'm doing thumb arounds. I'm doing, like, really basic ladders. Like, I'm not doing anything that anyone would want to watch. How's your Karambit journey been? There's no journey there. I'm still where I was when I made the video. It's a fidget toy. It's not something... It's not a skill that I want to get better at. Do Karambit spinning on stream? Again, I'm not doing anything anyone would want to watch. I have devoted no time to getting better at pen spinning or Karambits in the past 2 months. Damn, Sam, that's a nice truck. Hell yeah. Worry bricks? I have worry bricks, but again, like, that's not a skill. They're just fun fidget toys. Just ask Brandon. I mean, you can eat anything. It just takes a lot, you know? To put the steel washers in your Kuno? I would, but that's kind of not good content, to put it lightly. Banks, the clip on your story is just like very pleasing for some reason. I think it's the God rays from the sun, but steel washer installation, no balls. Prisma V2 is binding right now. Is it oiled? Now that everything on Machine Wise's stuff is on steel washers, you have to oil it. Just put carbon honey on it? Oh, okay. That would be something to email Machine Wise about. They'll fix that for sure. I'll put the steel washers. Apple Vision Pro only has 2 hours of battery life. That's expected. It's a very big screen. It's a very high power screen. Okay, I'll put the steel washers in. What up, Clever? I don't really know how I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing because this isn't exactly. I mean, I guess you just get like really unflattering crotch cam. I don't want to. Like this is probably the best you're gonna get. Yeah, this is probably the best you're gonna get. So what kind of pants are those? They're jeans, dude. I'm putting Marty on my lap. There we go. Marty cam, real, true, so cool. Yeah, what do you mean what kind of pants are those? They're jeans. Who made the jeans? I don't know, American Eagle or something? Okay. Featuring the wonderful Bally Spindle by Barkhandle. I wish I had Arctic here. Arctic is smaller and would fit here much better than Marty would. Banks, you go play Fortnite, brother. You have fun with that. Okay. I'm gonna give the Kuno one more flip. I'm gonna pull up the hardware guide that okay. Played by his clothing line? Absolutely not. What bit do I have here? Is that T8? That is T8. That's not what we want. We don't want that. We're gonna go a handle at a time. Hopefully I don't strip the screws again. Yes, I did strip the screws because I'm stupid. Is there a major difference between steel and brass washers? Well, the biggest difference is you don't need to replace brass washers. It's good practice to replace them whenever you take apart your balisong, but these you technically don't have to. Because they're steel and they won't dent in like brass will. Yeah, bronze. You know what? Listen, my brain's fried right now. You know what I mean? No, phosphorus bronze is not the same as brass. Brass is way different, but I'm just stupid, so just let me just have it. Okay, chat. Oh, where's my... Actually, I don't need a pivot needle to disassemble this thing. That'll be fine. Also, I'm gonna... Marty, I'm sorry, brother. I don't want to get, like, the oil all over Marty. I feel like that would be bad. Because the Kuno is not exactly known for being clean. Let's just say that. The Kuno is not exactly known for being a clean boy. Will my bally stab me if I don't... What? Are you okay? Chat, are you guys okay? Hey, actually, look at this. Now we get like a perfect view of the jeweling on the inside of the handles. Remshi. I see a pocket there. Maybe we could put things in the pocket. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe a little weight system. Be pretty cool. I don't have plans to use it because I like the way it is. Yeah, but options. The weight would stay the way it is if you don't put the weights in it, but then you have options. Dude, don't tell Zippy. Don't tell Zippy that there's a hole in your balisong because Zippy will fill it. Zippy's kind of known for... I shouldn't say it like that, but like I don't really know how else to say it, you know? Zippy's kind of known for filling holes. If you're under the age of 15, I didn't say anything. It doesn't mean anything. I like the option. I like the name, or I like the wording of a theoretical It's a theoretical weight pocket. Albert Einstein theorized about this weight pocket in his college dissertation back in 1897. I don't know when that fucker was alive. That's a suggestion I should make to Barkhandle. He should make another version of these that has 2 toothpicks for each side for Chanwich handles, so you don't have to separate, or you can separate them. Yeah, no, I'm giving you a hard time, but I'm kind of with you. I don't really see a reason to add more handle bias to the Kuno. The Kuno already has a pretty good amount of handle bias to it, so I totally don't blame you. That's way too many. Also, Remshi, you want to know the... I ordered 8. I ordered 8 under the assumption that there were 2 washers per balisong. Because I'm just stupid like that. I was like, oh, I'll have like 4 balisongs worth of steel washers. No, I only have 2 extra. Which, like, it's okay. I don't really think I'm going to use more than 2. But here I was thinking like, oh yeah, 2 per balisong. Haha, I'll be getting 10 washers altogether. That's really funny. You're giving the entire CS community a bad name. I've already been doing that even before my bad math skills, so I'm not really too concerned about that one. Also, I'm not exactly sure. Dude, the CS community would have hung me on a pole in the town square if they saw what I've been doing for the past 2 years. Are you kidding me? My math skills are like the least of my problems. "99% certain it doesn't matter with these." I mean, I think I can tell which side I'm going to be honest in saying that I've never really truly known which side that they're supposed to go on. Like, I have a theory every time I put one in. But, like, I never know for sure, you know? Like, I can tell that one side seems like has like a rounder side to it, but like I also don't know if I'm just gaslighting myself into thinking that that's a thing just because I know it should be a thing, you know? You have a picture? Do you have a picture here? Oh yeah, you do. Smoother side with rounded edges, or rougher textured side with sharp edges? Smooth rounded side should go towards the blade. Oh yeah, I can see that. Okay, so yeah, I was right. Yeah, I was so right. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, it's on my cloth. I was like, where the fuck did it go? I hate accidentally gaslighting myself. Well, you'd be delighted to know that gaslighting actually doesn't exist. Where'd the round side go? Is that the round side? Dude, I had it. Now I lost it because I dropped it. That's the side we want. Okay. Oh. Not that. That's gotta go back into blade. Remshi, I've been meaning to ask you. I don't know why I haven't yet. Is this theoretically... I think you've already told me this, but I just want to confirm. Is this theoretically going to fix the gunk issue? Because I think it's pretty safe to say that the... Sorry, I'm being confused because I haven't taken apart a sandwich balisong in a long time. Even though I just replaced my Arctic blade, like, not that long ago. This will fix the gunk issue. Yes, that's so hype. Because the Kuno, unironically, is one of the dirtiest balisongs I have ever had. Besides, like, plastic. And that's saying something, because plastic balisongs are usually quite dirty. Now, does this thing doesn't fit together? That would actually be, that would be something that I would have suggested if I had taken this thing apart before I had actually sent you my feedback, is some little way for them to stay together without having any hardware in them, because that's what Zippy has on his handles for his cycloid, and it works wonders. I mean, once you put the pivots in, it doesn't really matter, but you can leave the bottom screws in, treat the Kuno as channel and disassembly. I didn't want to do that because I wanted to clean it off, but I would have done that if I didn't want to clean it off. So thanks for the tip. Thanks for the top tip there, Rem. I put on the handle backwards. I forgot there's technically a Zen pin on this thing. That is technically a thing that you have to watch out for. I was like, why is this not closing? There's no way this is binded. It's on bushings. What the fuck? Nope, I'm just stupid. Now I gotta find the right side again. You can always count on me for... so it's a problem when I have bad phrasing, but when you have bad phrasing, no, it's perfectly fine. I see the double standard. I see it. I see you. Fucking double standard. Dude, washers annoy the piss out of me because I'm stupid and I always forget. Okay, no, that's the right side. This side. God damn it. Now I need my pivot needle. You know what? I'm just taking the whole thing apart again. I don't even care. That's the other thing, is that sandwich balisongs are so much easier to take apart. Or put back together, not take apart. Well, like both. They're just way easier to maintenance. I just prefer it in every conceivable way. Every conceivable way. Okay, let's find the washer side for like the 5th time. Okay, that blade. Blade up, cool. Let's make sure I actually put it on the right way this time. So the Zen pin out there means that these have to go in this one, because that's the bottom. Yes, okay, cool. The double standards will go away when I have a blade bias wardrobe. Okay, so I guess I'll never go away. That's crazy. That's fine though. I'm okay with that. Okay, blade side up. Boom. Blade side up. Boom. Throw the bushing and the blade on there, just like so. Throw the other washer, blade side down, like so. Put the other handle on top. Get the barrel spacer through. Oh, don't do that because that is going to take it. So hold it together up here. Put the barrel spacer, not the barrel spacer. This is the worst time that the playlist could have changed. I want ice cream. Bro, you sound like DJ Khaled. I want ice cream. I want ice cream. Let's go golfing. You guys, chat, you want to go golfing? Let's go golfing. Let's go golfing. You have 3 more designs that you're prototyping? Oh my god. Remshi kicking it into high gear before his first product is even off the ground. That sounded judgmental, but like, in a way I do respect it. Let's go golfing. Let's go golfing. Dude, DJ Khaled. Have you guys know like the DJ Khaled memes I'm referencing, right? That dude is not real. I don't know what happened to that guy, but I don't believe that he's real. I just don't believe it. Okay. That handle's all good. There's a little bit of grinding, but I'm sure that's just gonna come out when I put the lube in. So let's not swing it around too much. And let's get this other handle off. I do feel bad. Grant's microfiber cloth kind of just became my beater microfiber cloth that I just literally clean everything with. But at the same time, I don't feel that bad. Oh, I'm a fool. I don't have to take the whole thing apart. They swivel apart. Oh. So here I was thinking I was being all smart by taking them apart so I could clean them. But like the handles literally just swivel apart, so... Chat, look at the jeweling. Wow, that's so cool. Jewel, I love jeweling. You guys jewel? Rip a tooth out and turn it into a screwdriver. Are you guys just like... You guys are just out of pocket today, huh? Kuno protos are on their way. Dude, Remshi. That's so hype. I'm excited to see if there's any difference. Like, in my head, I imagine there would be, like, a difference of some sort between the protos and the... Or Proto 1 and Proto 2, I guess, I should say. Also, I like the leaks, Remshi. I like the leaks. How do you get more experimental than a swordfish? Can I ask that? Like, you obviously don't have to give me the answer. I'm being more rhetorical here, but like, how do you get more experimental than a swordfish? Slift TV2 just came in today. It's so good. I have to ask you, Sam. Do you prefer it with or without the weights in the end? And if you haven't tried it without the weights in the end, I need you to do that like immediately and get back to me. Will putting all my videos on private make it to where no one can see them? That's correct. All of my backlog of videos are on private right now too. And none of you guys can see them, much to all of your dismay, so haha, get wrecked, I guess. Zilsid, the mouth bit, just, it didn't land before and it's not landing now. Okay, we all clean. Oh, I didn't do the screwdriver through the pivot hole. Take the weights out and get back to you? Yes, please do. And the only reason I get so excited about that is because a lot of people prefer it without the weights. So, I want you to enjoy your Slift Tea even more. Dude, I'm like dank pods right now. We're gonna go full dank pods with all the hands and shit. Like, they even got the green down there. Okay, washer, that's blade side. Washer, that's a little harder to tell, but that's blade side, so we're just gonna... Bro, it's the Kuno by old mate Remshi. And we got the freakish, toothpicks on a stand. I know hardcore balisong flippers don't really like the toothpicks on a stand, but I like them. They give you a kind of sense of what the balisong's gonna be like when you take it apart, mate. Dank bias. Dank bias goes hard. Okay. Pop that through. Nope, we don't want that. We want that. Bam. Boop. Bop. And then we go... Oh, do I have that backwards? No, I don't have that backwards. Wait, what? What the fuck? Wait, am I stupid? It's supposed to go like this. Oh, I am stupid. Dear God. Just flip that around, mate. You fucking idiot. That goes in there. Bada bop boop. And then push that down. Pow. Here we go. A little clean up in there. Pop that back on. Is Marty just Frank? I guess? Oh, that's so sad. I guess? Like, it's a pretty good comparison, I guess. Frank does have a bit of a sass to her. Marty has a bit of sass to him. And Marty is also technically a reptile, so. Welcome back, Pyro. Oh, mate. Mate, if we're gonna have a reference, if we're gonna have a comparison, we have to have a referee, mate. It's the old mate Kraken by Squid Industries, mate. This is gonna be our referee. It's nothing special, but it just does everything pretty well, you know, mate. I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop now, because, like, there's gonna be some Australian person that claims that I'm, like, racist or some shit because of that. What side did I just put on? Who's this side? I'm stupid. Don't strip the screw? Doesn't matter. I've already replaced these screws once before. I have, like, 46 of them in a bag over there. It's gonna be fine. Dank bias would be a heavy New Yorker accent. That's actually so true. No tap, completely dry. That's pretty good. That was a swing. Okay, it's pretty good. It just feels awful. Like, where's my carbon honey? You know how your balisong is kind of like bad tap test? Shut the fuck up, Pyro. There you go. Dude, I'm at a desk trying to keep it in frame. Like, you gotta give me... You gotta give me some space here. But you know how your ballies are, like, grindy when you take them apart and put them back together? It feels grindy and awful. I recommend putting on lube before you do it. That would make a mess, though. I'm not looking to make a mess. You should flip everything bone dry. I don't want to take Pyro's spot, you know? Look at that swing, though. There's a little bit of grindiness. I am going to loosen the pivot screws a little bit just so the oil has an easier time getting in there. Because I know my gliders are usually so tight that the oil can't properly get in there for a little bit, so. I'm going to put just a little bit more on because like that, the Kuno devours lube. One of the few Bally's that I don't have to wipe off after I put lube on it because it just... It's like a camel. You know how camels just drink water by the gallon every, like, 3 weeks or something? Bro just compared a balisong. Did I just strip that? Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's... Replacement screw! We need a replacement screw. Don't worry, boys. Old mate NRB got us. You should read the screw technique guide on my site. Yeah, shut up, Ramsey. I legitimately blame the glider Bally driver. I have stripped more screws with the glider Bally driver than I ever did with the full-size Weehaw. I apply downward pressure and I crank at the same time, I know, and it still strips. Yeah. Yeah, she's borked my... Good thing I have like 75 more of them. Opinion on watermelon? Favorite fruit? I know Banks loves his cantaloupe and honeydew, but I love my watermelon. And my peach. Peach is very good. Keep it on a flat surface? Okay, fine. I'll keep it on... generally that's what I do, but I want you to know that I have stripped things with the glider Bally driver. My Empusa got stripped when I had it on a flat surface, so... Remshi Designs, can we start beef? That's crazy. Okay, wait, what's so loose? Did I never tighten the other screw? Oh, I never tightened the other screw. Gosh, I'm stupid. No. There we go. Oh, look at that swing, mate. Oh, my goodness. Ooh, it feels different. Ooh, it genuinely feels different. Probably because the bushings aren't the best. Yeah. Yeah, the bushings... We're not talking about a machine-wise tune here, but that's okay. I'll back off the screws by like half a crank. Because maybe that's what's causing it. Stainless steel washers are a fad, and I cannot wait for it to die off. Pyro, you have to explain yourself. Might need a little breaking in. That's fair. Wow. There is very little movement, though. Playtest. There's a little bit, but I think most of that is honestly titanium flex. Like, if I pull a zippy and move it at the pivots up here, like, there's almost nothing. It's really weird, Remshi, because the swing is better, but like it feels worse. It feels more floaty, and I don't know if I really like that. Obviously, I'll wait for it to break in a little bit, because I'm sure it just needs like... It feels more premium, but it also feels more floaty. And the Kuno being more floaty, I don't know if that's really like... Feels weird because of the faster swing. It's not the faster swing, though. Like, it's just genuinely... Like, the swing here is better, but at the same time, it feels like it's binding, because, like, the sideways swing is just awful. Whereas if I get the king of my collection in terms of tuning, we can get a little bit of more of what I'm talking about here. Like that. See how that just like glides like the whole entire way? And then I get this at like... It's not binding, but it's like, you know what I mean? Although, okay, no, to be fair there, I'm not holding the blade. I think they do just need, like, it just feels a bit weird because the whole thing feels a little bit tighter, which it probably should, but. Brandon. Okay, hold on. I didn't give Brandon, attention. Hold on. Replace all the molecules with macaroni and cheese. What are you saying? The protest one, though. Oh yeah, okay. I'll loosen everything and then tighten them. Tighten them one by one. Loosen up the pivots. Let me just see if maybe I did something wrong, Remshi. It's very possible. Pyro, I still want you to explain why you don't like stainless steel washers. I hate getting the bottom screws unloosened, dear God. Getting the bottom screws loosened is always the scariest part. Okay, so all the screws are completely loose. I will now fully crank the bottom screws as my dogs go crazy upstairs. That screw is going to strip the next time I try to tighten it. I can see it. Okay. Fully cranked. Pyro, you are a contrarian because I don't see a good reason. There's so much to say. Okay, what's your main point? What's the main reason you don't like stainless steel washers? Because from my point of view, we're looking at something that you don't have to replace every time you take apart your balisong and are more precise in their tune because they don't degrade over time. So... Oh, that's not good. Well, that's worse. Uh-oh. It's not like fully binded, it's just ever so slightly binded. Possible I messed up the tune on yours in the first place. I mean, it's a prototype. It's to be expected, honestly. It's like, I'm just... Yeah, it's certainly no machine-wise tune, but again, it's a prototype. I understand that's, like, to be expected. Now, which one of these screws did I just loosen? This one. No, that one handle is just borked. I will agree with you, Pyro, that not everything under the sun needs stainless steel washers. But to say that they're a fad is kind of crazy. Okay, I'm actually... I'm gonna just take the whole thing apart. I'm gonna take this handle off, because this handle's fine. Yeah, this isn't the stainless steel washer's fault, chat. Keep in mind this also could be my dumbass's error, but... See, that handle's fine. If a tune is good, stainless steel washers can be used. Is it not much more pro-consumer to not have to replace washers all the time? Oh, no, I totally agree. I'm talking about replacing them like what I'm doing. Taking a knife that was originally on phosphorus bronze and switching it to stainless steel. I am all in on makers from now on going stainless steel washers because, like, just this is the best tuned knife. It's like it's on bearings. It's frictionless the whole way through. Like, it's just what Dalen has going on with his tunes is just incredible. So I think all new balisong should have them. Okay, which of these handles is giving me the problem? This one. Wait, was it this one? Which one was it? No, it wasn't that one. It was this one. Oh, it was this handle. Okay. I'm going to take everything apart, clean everything out. Just make sure it's all good. But yeah, Pyro, I do have to say there isn't too much to dislike about SS washers. Like, at all. I at least can't think of good reasons to hate them. Get this all cleaned up. Check the bushing, check the washers, make sure everything looks good. The one thing I am concerned about is you can't crimp stainless steel washers like you could with bronze ones. But according to, I believe it was Dalen's mechanical engineer, you might crimp your bushings if you go like way too hard. So I want to make sure I didn't do that. Doesn't look like I did. Everything looks good here. Although, realistically, I guess I wouldn't be able to tell with my naked eye. Yeah, PB washers cover a bad tune, which, I mean, this thing was tuned amazingly. What if I put the phosphorus bronze washers back on the problem handle? And then keep the stainless steel on this one, and then have an A-B comparison of what it would be like. Talk about A-B comparison. I'm not going to put a drop in the bushing hole, but I will use like the excess that's on the nozzle to put it in there. Okay. Everything's clean. Everything's good. Do the washers look good? Oh, the washers, I didn't clean that one. Yeah, you have to understand, Valksy, that most people don't have the capacity to fix things. And if you're confused why it's binding, it would, like, normally someone who's confused about binding would look at it and go, oh, it just needs this or this. So if you're confused about why it's binding, it's probably just best to send it back to him anyway. As annoying as that may sound. Man, I really, this washer, really can't tell on this one. I'm going to put it that way and just hope that it works. Bam, bam, bam. This is kind of why I didn't want to do it on stream too. Because, like, I would rather just troubleshoot when I don't have a microphone in my face and a chat to entertain. And again, maybe I do better work when I'm on stream because my Vault tune that I did on stream was immaculate, and the Vault tune that I did off stream was not. Barfly or Machine-Wise better for budget? Machine-Wise, sorry. Barfly is a fun balisong, but it's certainly not. I wouldn't call much of Barfly stuff bang for the buck, whereas Machine-Wise's stuff is absolutely bang for the buck. I'd argue that this is helpful, at least for me. Oh, no, for sure. It's just not helpful for me as the person who would be able to fix this most other days, but now it's just a little difficult because chat and, you know. Okay, it has perfectly fine swing. Also, oh wait, that's way better. Look at that. Like it's certainly not Machine-Wise level, but I mean, you can't expect that on a prototype. Again, this is a prototype. But like that's way better than it was. Okay. It's good. Now I'm going to put lube in it and it's going to stay good, right? Oh wait, actually I should check. Could actually be a little bit tighter. Could be just a little bit tight. Turn that. Oh, there we go. That's the problem. See, that feel like it feels way better. No tap, very little play. Let's put some lube in it and hope that it actually stays that way. Telegram desktop running for you? No, not right now. Why? Am I just getting, like, incinerated right now? Pre-applying the oil before assembly? I don't... Pre-applying oil just sounds so yucky. This was the problem handle. This is the problem with the Kuno, I will say. This is why I don't like symmetrical designs. You want a sneak peek of something? Oh, I'll open Telegram for that for sure, Brandon. As if I don't already have enough sneak peeks. Like, dude, the amount of things that I know about that people can't talk about is, like, kind of crazy. Problem with symmetrical, I lose track of what handle that I'm doing. Like, on a normal balisong, you'd be like, okay, the handle that was giving me the problem is the bite handle. And you'd be able to find it pretty easily. But there's no bite handle. So, I lose track of what the problem handle is pretty easily. But both handles seem to be fine. The tune... The tune I would describe as about the same as it was on Phosphorus Bronze. Could be a little tighter, but I don't want to make it tighter because, you know, the problems we were having earlier. But it also, it's... First impressions. First impressions, it feels more quality, but it also feels a little floatier. But I will say with the symmetrical thing, chat, Remshi did it the right way. If you're going to make a symmetrical design, don't make a bite indicator. Because then there's no way to tell when it's closed what side is which. Well, I mean, there is. I know everyone's going to tell me, just look at the pivot. But that uses a lot more brain power than just looking at the blade mostly does, you know? So, because it's going to change. Your bite handle is going to be this side with the pivots facing up. But then when it's opened, it's this side with the pivots facing down. So you know what I mean? Like, it just takes a little bit of getting used to. I'm going to let it wear in, Remshi. Right now, it feels more quality. It feels a little... It feels like a little more premium, but the swing is affected just a little bit in a way that I need to get used to and see if I actually prefer over the phosphorus bronze. But I'm going to let that break in before I make any judgment calls on that. Also, this is what you get when I don't have a mirror to look in. And it's also 76 degrees. Okay, what did Brandon send me now that I can actually... What am I... Oh, wait, is it? Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? Oh. Holy shit. Hold on, I'm going to mute just to make sure. I'm listening. Sorry, chat. You guys can't hear this because I don't know if anything is being said in this. Oh, I didn't even notice that the first time. Wait, that's so cool. Okay, you're not saying anything. Are you going to do a sound test maybe? Oh, I didn't notice that either. That's so cool. Okay, wait. Is there a sound test? That sounds hype. That sounds hype. Oh my god. There is audio. Did I say is there a sound test? Oh my god, I'm stupid. There is audio and it's hype audio. Oh my god. And now I need to shut down Telegram so that I don't accidentally leak anything. That's hype. Oh, I can give you guys. Oh, wait, no. Don't do that. That's really loud. There we go. Slifty without weights equals good. Fans are so smooth. Do you like it better or worse without the weights? So that's the real question. The Kuno, like, first impressions on this, And it could also be that it's still like slightly just too tight from the tune. It feels like I have to put more effort into getting it to swing well, but it feels more controllable, if that makes any sense. Probably because it is like a little bit slower. It feels like I put thick lube in it. Let's just say that. Which I didn't. This is medium, so. Sounds amazing. Listen to this, chat. Zip. 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 Okay. I actually just did that for way too long, but I just got stuck in like a... Yeah, no, they break in a little. No, I totally get it, because Machine-Wise has to do like break-in tests at their place. So they do have to break in. That's... But what they don't do is they don't like... There's not a channel embedded in them. Like on a washer, like a phosphorus bronze washer, you can see like the ring that the bushing leaves. But steel shouldn't have that. Where do you buy stainless steel wash? The fuck? Where do you buy stainless steel washers? If you message Remshi in chat, you can buy them from him, or you could buy them on Machine-Wise's site. What I need my Canto group back, because I use Canto in my Kraken, and my Kraken's feeling a little dry. Kraken feeling a little bit dry there, Mike. Let's give it a little flip. Why not? As I put the mic directly in the way of what you guys would be able to see. Let's do I'm gonna do a little flipping session with the Kuno. The wire. Don't make fun of me. This is a genuinely good idea. Putting on the earbuds like a backpack so the wire doesn't get in my way. Chat, I know we're joking, but don't beg makers for things. It's so cringe. Hopefully, you have enjoyed impromptu flipping break. It feels really good. I do like how it feels. It makes the Kuno feel, it is a little slower. Again, probably just because break-in. But it does make the Kuno feel a bit more premium. Not to say that it wasn't premium before. But, like, it just makes it feel like... Like, this right here feels... like a $500 balisong, you know? 5, 6, whatever. Should be no oil gunk. Oh, you're right. There's no oil gunk. You know what? I don't even care if it changes the flipping profile at all. Having no gunk is worth it in and of itself because the Kuno just gets disgusting so quickly. Unlike any other balisong. Like I said, besides maybe like a plastic balisong. Yeah, I don't know what Pyro's on about. I think this steel washer fad is kind of hype. What should I do with the old washers, guys? Should I do a giveaway? I do want to keep the washers, but I'm not sure where to put them. I'll put them in the Kuno's pouch, I guess. I told you, Remshi. Told you I still had them. I still had it. Bronze washers are just a standard to I know, it's just I want to keep them just because they're the ones that like the Kuno was on before, you know. Although I guess now that I've taken it apart, they're not really that useful. I'll just throw them out. That's fine. Chat. I'm not paying like $5 to ship someone a pair of used washers. What are your opinions on the Zenith from Flytie? Good for the price, not good. Not a good balisong, good for the price though. It's an okay balisong, but for the price is what makes it like pretty good. Oh, they have an oral fixation, all right. Sounds weird. All right, where did I put the Kuno? I literally, oh, it's over here. We need that Flytie UFO review. I'll pay shipping for a UFO. I have the free card for one that they gave out at Blade Show. But as for the stream, lads, I think that might be it. You free tomorrow at all? Blah, 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 blah. Am I free tomorrow at all? Yeah, you didn't undersize the bushings, Remshi. I think I just fucked something up. Let us watch you sleeping. That's weird. Sleep stream? That's weird. Am I free at all tomorrow? I assume you mean for a call or something, Brandon? I should be. Yes. It might be a little later. It might be like 8 or 9. But yeah, I should be. Next step, chat, when I have a little bit more money, I'm getting this thing modded. I think my collection needs a little bit more. It doesn't need blue, it doesn't need green, it doesn't need purple. I don't know what it needs, honestly. It needs something. Call, hang out, play VR, whatever. Oh, dope. Okay, yeah. No, 8 or 9 tomorrow for sure, Brandon. It needs deep red. Can't get deep red on titanium. It doesn't need purple. No, I've got the purple Prisma. I've got I've got the purple Prisma. I'm looking at my case right now. I've got 2 silver balisongs, 3 blue ones if you count the Slift T, 2 green ones, 2 purple ones. Oh, 4 silver ones. No, 3 silver ones. Yeah, no, I'm right. What about bright teal? I mean, I already have bright teal with the Empusa. I'd like to see someone do a 2 or 3 color fade across the length. That's what everyone keeps hyping up with the Kuno, and like, I really want to see it too, but I don't want mine to be that. I want it to be, I want the handles and the blade to be distinctly different. And I totally agree, a fade across the whole knife would look cool, but I don't think that's what I want to do with mine, you know? I love balisongs having distinct blades and handles. Unless you're doing like something like this, where it's like accents of the blade, but still the blade is like distinct from the handles, you know? The normal edit is also really good. I've been coming around on the normal edit lately. Normal edit, I think, places higher on my plastic list now than it has before. It's really good. I might do gold. There's been a lot of gold Kunos, I know, with the one that BA Bally's did. I think he did his personal one. He did teal and gold, and then Blocks Toys had like the oil fade with like the gold handles, or maybe it was teal handles. But like, I'm thinking gold maybe. Gold and green. Gold with like a green teal fade. I don't know. Actually, no, the Kuno is going to involve green of some sort, because I want to get the green of the Madco. You guys remember the green of the Madco? Oh my gosh, it was so good. Wait, chat. I shouldn't switch. We just saved everyone who bought a Slift T $50. Good job, chat. It was a mistake. You guys remember how earlier we were confused why the machine-wise drop was for the Slift Ts were more expensive than usual? Dalen just got back to me and he said, do they? Oh, well, I have some refunding to do. I have someone in charge of listing drops now. They may have fat-fingered the price or I gave them bad info. And then he came back half an hour later and said, just refunded everyone the $50. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. So I don't know what's crazier about that. The fact that no one brought it to his attention who bought a Slift T, or the fact that everyone just bought a Slift T for $50 extra, no questions asked. That speaks to how badly people want Slift Ts. Oh my gosh. But good save, chat. We saved people $50, and that genuinely was us, because no one else seems to have noticed it or brought it to Dalen's attention, which is interesting. Chat, are you guys here? Normally, I'm not paying attention to the flow of chat, but, like, I'm seeing a distinct lack of. Oh no, chat is not broken. Okay, hey cat, hey Kumi. Normally I don't care about how quickly Flat's chat is flowing, but like, was it broken for a good bit? Okay, okay, so I wasn't crazy. Yeah, it seems like YouTube had a bit of a bug. Did the stream die or was it just chat? I was still here the whole time. So you guys heard the triumphant announcement. Just chat. Okay, good, good, good. I mean, not good for you guys, but at least dude, the Kuno is so addicting. Oh my god, I just can't stop flipping it. But yeah, we save people money. Funny how turnt people are for the Slift T to pay another 50 and not question it. Yeah, right? Like I don't really care that like the craziest thing to me is not the fact that it happened, because like mistakes happen all the time. The craziest thing to me is that Dalen only just now figured it out 6 hours later after the drop already sold out, which means he just sold the Slift T for $50 extra, no questions asked. No one cared. No one asked questions. Which I guess shows you how much people want a Slift T, or how good people like, how good Dalen's stuff is. People just pay an extra 50, don't ask any questions. Dripify, nice, dude. Hopefully you enjoy. But I think I have to check. I do have plans tonight. And it looks like people are ready. So yeah, I'm gonna get going, chat. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching me struggle with the Kuno, but we got there eventually. It's here, and it is breaking in. I can feel it. It's like, it's slowing, it's speeding up, not slowing down. So I'll get that broken in, and then I'll make a blade bias about the process and all that stuff, and we'll get going from there. So yeah, keep an eye out, blade bias. Things are going to be changing. Hopefully I'll put enough good in it so that it's a net neutral. I know people are going to miss tie. That's just an inevitability. But we'll be good. Anyways, thanks y'all for watching. I'll be back soon-ish eventually. Probably not tomorrow, but probably Sunday, maybe. And then definitely a stream when I buy the simple stock thing, because I really want this. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I forgot my outro. What's my outro? Have a good night, good day, whatever it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. Make good choices. Flip some good balisongs. And I'll see you in the next one. Later, chat. Peace.